Pleased to be joined by a former captain of the North Bay Battalion here before Game 1 against the Barrie Colts, Luke Moncada. Luke, it's been a long time since you've been in this building. How does it feel to be back?
It feels great. Like I said earlier, this buzz going on in the building. It's great to see all the fans come out, and you got a good battalion here, team, so it's good to see everyone in here supporting the boys.
Now, I know you were essentially, unfortunately, or I shouldn't say essentially, unfortunately your career ended in a silly way, as we all know how things went down, but you were still part of this team, through Zoom meetings and stuff. What was that like, getting to see some of the seeds of what this team would become?
Well, at the time, honestly, you don't know. You're just meeting young guys, kind of doing regular team stuff, and then obviously we never got to play, but all these years later, those same young guys that we were having Zoom meetings with and I was getting to meet, I'm getting to see all the work that they've put in over the years and getting to see them take over the team and, bring this team to a great position. It's second round in the playoffs. That was something the battalion hadn't done in my time there, so it's great to see the battalion have a great team and great to see this building get packed and going again.
Now, I got to ask you, because you're saying it's great and all this stuff, but how jealous are you that you never got to see the second round?
Oh, my God. When you say it like that, I've been thinking about it my whole drive up here today. I'm thinking to be in this building, to be in this city when you have a great team is something that I never got to experience, and it's something I wish I could have experienced, because from watching from afar via Instagram and from talking to, coaching staff and players, it seems like being here on a winning team is a place you really want to be.
Now, Luke, let's ask you about your post-battalion playing career, because you've been all over the world now, it feels like. What's that like playing over in Europe?
It's fantastic. It's you get to see things and have experiences that, honestly, when I was on the battalion, I never would have thought I would have. But playing in the OHL, playing for North Bay, just kind of opened those doors for me. So, like I said, I get to do things and experience things that I never would have expected, and I'm grateful for those opportunities every day.
Now, I know we touched on your career ending in a weird way, and not everyone's fashion like that, but, looking back on your career, was there one thing that you wish you could say to yourself or a younger version of yourself coming into the league?
That's a tough question, because there's so much that goes on and there's so much change. And you enter the league as a 16-year-old, and you're a kid still. You're young, and then throughout your career, you end as a 20-year-old, and you're a totally different person. So I would just say showing up every day and being grateful for where you are and working to be the player and the person you want to be is going to get you to where your end goal is as fast as possible. And it's going to get you there in a way that the people around you are going to have a positive impact on you, and you're also going to have a positive impact on them. So I would just say show up, do the work, and be grateful.
I want to know the last questions I have for you next year. Where do you think you're playing?
I'm back in Asiago next year, so I think I'm going to be there for the next couple of years. It was an amazing year last year. We have a great club there, great organization, so I'm happy to be back there and going to keep enjoying my time and keep trying to experience things like I said earlier. And the advice I would have given my young self, I'm going to take that and use it now and just be grateful for the opportunities you get every day. All
right, last one. Battalion Colts. I know it's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry series. What's your prediction on the series?
I'm going to say Battalion in 5. I looking at this roster and watching from afar, a lot of depth. I know definitely the Colts have a lot of a talent, especially on the back end there, and talent up and down their lineup. But I like the battalion depth. I like the goaltending, and I like just the chemistry and the hard-nosed hockey they kind of bring to it. I think it's going to either be a 5 or 6 for the battalion.
All right, Luke, really happy that you're here. Thank you for coming back to North Bay before this game. Really excited to see the video that I'm sure we'll see later of you delivering the starting lineup. So Thanks so much for this.
No problem. Thanks for having me up here, and go Battalion.
You heard it here first. That's Luke Moncada on the front line.